People go, what's your biggest fear in life? And my biggest fear, honestly, was, let's say you're God. And we have a big, long line of people. And I made it to heaven. I'm 75 years old, I'm 300 pounds. I made it to heaven. I worked for Ecolab my entire life, spraying for cockroaches. That's what I did. But I'm dead. I'm in heaven now. And you're judging us all now. So we're in line. We're all sitting there in line. David Goggins. I see my name. I see all this shit. God goes, hey, you say, read this, man. And I'm reading this list, and I'm seeing 182 pounds, Navy SEAL, Ranger School, motivational speaker, changing lives. Okay, man, pull-up record, all this shit. And I'm like, that's not me, man. And God looks at me and says, that's who you were supposed to be.
Why would you not go for it? Why would you not take a chance? At one point in time, you got to take a chance on you. You'll be the happiest you've ever been, and you'll make the most money you ever made. I dare you to try.
You know what I'm sick and tired of, Harry? I'm sick and tired of having to eke my way through life. Sick and tired of being a nobody.
Other than death, all failure is psychological. This failure, this upset, this catastrophe, if you aren't dead, then it's just psychological. It's in your head.
We're not men because we face the battle and we get immediately victory every time a battle comes up. We're men because we face the battle and we stay in the battle when we feel like we're losing and we feel like we're getting beat up. But we stay in there and we keep fighting. And we plant our feet, and we say, until death do our part, this is me, and I will fight this battle, regardless of what the battle is.
There's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. And there's no problems, only solutions. Failure is the mother of all success. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan getting cut from his 9th grade basketball team, he wouldn't have became Michael Jordan. You got people like Walt Disney, who got fired, if I'm not mistaken, from a newspaper saying he had no imagination.
You get up every day, you're entitled to nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. You could have talent, but if you don't have discipline and you don't execute, you don't focus, what do you get? Nothing. If you're complacent and not paying attention to detail, what does that get you? Nothing.
What do you do about it? You cry about it, you mope about it, you drink about it, you sleep around about it, you get mad and get in fights about it. There's no combatant, true combatant, that has never gotten to the point where there's nothing left. When there's no physical strength left, when there's no energy left, when there's no speed left, when there's no joy left in that fight. All they have left is the will to get back up again. They get up. They fight like hell. We all do. All real men do. So I'm not getting on here and blowing in your ear and patting on the bottom and telling you that everything's going to be okay. I'm telling you, quit moping. Quit whining. And get up, keep going. The bell will ring on this particular fight that you're in, whatever it may be. The bell will ring and that fight will be over. None of them last forever. None of them last forever. But take pride in the fact that you're one of the chosen few who's been picked to stand in the doorway and take the beating so the loved ones behind you don't have to. Smile in the middle of that fight. Smile through those bruises. Smile through that swollen face. Smile through the blood. And when you don't have another smile, you just keep standing in that doorway. You keep taking the blows and you keep fighting back until that one ends. And then sit down with some dignity. Sit down with some self-respect. Rest. Recover. And face the next one with the quiet dignity and the earned pride then only the warrior who keeps fighting has any right to. And no, you're not the only one. All right? All of us are going through it. All of us like to fight.
I like to see people do well. And I've been around a while. I know what it takes to do what you do. And I know that things don't just happen. It's not just luck that you have. You have to create that luck. You have to will it into existence. And I want you to know that I am always rooting for you. I'm rooting for all of you.
Hey, look guys, this game is all about what we do. It's all about us, just like it's been all year long. Alright, so you gotta focus and not get the external factors have any factor on how you focus in this game. You want to focus on the things that have made us good all year long, which is discipline to execute and do your job, like with relentless effort and toughness for 60 minutes in the game, no matter what the circumstance of the game is, and intensity that they can't match. Now you guys talk about respect all the time. Alright, Kirby says we ain't what we used to be. Well, by God, I want to prove something different. I want to see a smile on that face after the game. And the other thing is the ultimate disrespect is when somebody takes what's yours. And this is our game. And this is what the guy's trying to take it from us. So it makes it shit personal. So let's not be denied what we want. Let's go. Relentless effort for 60 minutes.
This is just life. It's just life. And so we keep living life with perseverance and dignity. And eventually you'll win. If for no other reason because you outlasted the adversary on the other side.
I thought, what a great belief system that when all hell's breaking loose and nothing's working, that you're only 1 millimeter off. Because most people think it's impossible, so they give up. Isn't that true? You're in this state of certainty, and all hell's breaking loose in your life. People can't figure out to go, move, I'll handle it. People go, he's so lucky, he's so confident. No, here's what I've created for my life and anyone who knows succeeding. Well, let me tell you something. How many of you have things when you want to go achieve them and this part of your voice goes, oh, it's not going to happen, or forget it? How many got a voice that sometimes interrupts that good pattern? Say, But what you want to do is train.
At some point, everything's going to go south on you. Everything's going to go south, and you're going to say, this is it. This is how I am. Now, you can either accept that, or you can get to work. That's all it is. You just begin. You do the math. You solve one problem, then you solve the next one, and then the next. And if you solve enough problems, you get to come home.
It gets easier.
Huh?
Every day it gets a little easier.
Yeah?
But you gotta do it every day. That's the hard part. But it does get easier.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you?
It's really good to be idealistic, but be prepared to be misunderstood. Anyone working on a big vision is going to get called crazy, even if you end up right. Anyone taking on a complex problem is going to get blamed for not fully understanding it, even though it's impossible to know everything up front. Anyone taking initiative will always get criticized for moving too fast, because there's always someone who wants to slow you down. In our society, we often don't take on big things because we're so afraid of making mistakes that we ignore all the things wrong today if we do nothing.
It doesn't matter where you are in life. It really doesn't. Because the great thing about life is it's always your next move. Your next move that counts. No matter where you are, you could change your life if you want to. It's always your next decision.
It don't matter how much it feel like it ain't gonna work. Complete delusion. You gotta believe the delusion. Because it's only delusional until it works. A motherfucker only gonna call it delusion until it don't work. Now, your delusion becomes, oh, he was a genius. We didn't see it when he saw it. We didn't understand it when he did. We thought this one was crazy. He always figured this thing was the thing to do, and he's stuck by that shit.
Turn your feelings off when it comes down to you wanting to be better. What that means is when that alarm clock goes off, your feelings gotta go away. If you want to achieve greatness. And greatness is only achieved when your feelings about that kind of shit, and let me say, that kind of shit. So for those soft people who may be listening to this, I'm not talking about your fame and all that shit. I'm talking about the grind. The grind. Your feelings have to go away.
When things are going good and you visualize these good things happening, you visualize more good things happening, that's easy. What's not easy to do is when things are going bad and you're visualizing the good stuff. And that was what I was able to do. I swear to God, sitting in the traffic and all, I visualized, I'm sitting here holding the steering wheel, visualizing a brand new car, and visualizing good things in times of struggle. And that, when you can do that, I think that really makes that law of attraction work. I think it really attracts to you more. You know what I mean? Because that is harder to do when you're in the struggle to visualize these things.
Your dream is possible. Your dream is possible.
Never let success get to your head, and never let your failures get to your heart. It's all about keeping a balance and moving forward. It's tough, you know, when you lose sometimes, you know, it feels like it rips away a part of you, but for me, as I said, I'm never going to switch up and change on anyone. I'm still the same me, still ambitious, and I'm still going to walk my head held high like a champion because I'm a champion at heart.
Most people have done all that they're ever going to do. They raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning. And here's what I will share with you. That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you're greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim.
I feel like no matter how much you think you know, there's always room to grow, there's always room to learn, there's always room for improvement. You know, don't ever think you know it all, because life sometimes will humble you in a blink just like that, you know. And, you know, life will continuously teach you lessons as you age. That's why the older you get, the wiser you become. And the more experience you have in life, you don't feel the need to brag about anything else.
It's very important, as you hold on to that dream, there are moments when you're going to doubt yourself. There are rough times that are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. It's very important for you to know that. Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day. That is you. That is you. That no one can do it for you but you. And even though you face disappointments, even though you will experience some setbacks, it goes with the territory. You must understand that. In order to become successful, you've got to make it your personal business to do it.
Courage to do a lot of things. It takes a lot of guts to stay in school. It's courage. It takes courage to get up every morning, and bravery, and pushing yourself when you don't want to go to work, to supply food for yourself and your family. You can't go through life living on lies. Quite often, you just have to stand up and grab life by the throat and not let go until you succeed. Courage. You all have it. It's just pushing the red button.